Welcome to Kazi Big But News segment. We give you the lowdown of what's happening across the world. Our fastest item for today, it's all about the electric bus that you see right behind me. So a few weeks ago, the BasiGo movement was started, and of course a small Kenyan startup with a big vision of making sure that commercial vehicles become 100% electric and of course saving the environment and many other factors. So this particular bus was launched at the KICC, and I can tell you they have big plans. So what's in store for this particular bus? Well, it's a fully electric bus, 100% with a range of 250 kilometers and can be charged between 4 hours and 6 hours. And of course, they come with different derivatives, so you can actually customize it based on your taste and preference. Now, I know you're asking, so how do you get involved? They have a new system, a business way of doing things. So for about 5 million Kenyan shillings, you get to own this particular bus, but they take care of your hassle of not maintaining and taking care of the bus. So they will service the bus, they'll charge the bus for you, they'll give you the manpower, and of course you'll be able to live a stress-free life. So if you're looking at buying a commercial vehicle, perhaps then maybe it's time for you to think about the BasiGo revolution. Make sure you get in touch on the social media handles below for more details about this particular bus. Welcome to Kazi Big But social media segment. We give you the room to speak about what you see on the show. Well, today it's all about the Mobius 3, and I can tell you the review had so much people interested in the product. And I'm going to go straight into YouTube, which is the official channel, so CBBT_TV. And on YouTube, there's a guy called Mark Muchuma, and he says, love the Mobius 3. It looks very butch, very powerful. Yes, I can agree. Actually, I love the look of the Mobius 3, and I can tell you they are going places with that particular design. On to our next person, obviously, he's called Martin. Karibu sana, and he says, well, the Mobius 3 looks powerful. Does it have a manual and an automatic version? Yes, it does. There's a 6-speed manual and a 6-speed automatic. So the automatic will have the petrol turbo engine, and of course the 6-speed diesel will have the diesel version. So make sure you go to Mobius Motors for more details. Well, guys, that has been amazing. And of course, if you have any questions, comments or queries, don't hesitate to write to us as seen on the social media handles below. We'll get back to you the feedback next week. So until next week, drive safe. It's such a beautiful day. As you can see, the sun is out, and of course the brand new Mazda BT-50 is here. And we know during the pandemic we've been waiting for the news that the BT-50 will be launched, the brand new platform. And of course I can tell you CMC have got it right here in Kenya. So for that and much more, I'm going to be joined by the head of brand Mazda CMC, Mr. Robert Kishu. He's going to give us a lowdown about this particular car. Karibu sana.
Thank you very much, Trev. Welcome to CMC. As rightful said, this is the new Mazda BT-50, now in its third incarnation. As you can all see, ladies and gentlemen, this is based on the new CUDO Soul of Motion design language by Mazda. You can see this design language has been adopted by, the CX SUVs, that's the CX-5, CX-9, SUVs, and they have adopted the same CUDO motion design for the new BT-50 truck. This is to give it the looks, the aggressiveness, to denote it as a high-quality car as well as a rugged car for pure off-road use. You can see you have your signature LED lighting together with the big grille with, of course, big logo for Mazda to denote the masculinity. This comes all the way, it flows into one line to the other LED lights. You can see as well you have the signature LED fog lamps, actually in a vertical design to give it a masculine look. Okay. Further, when you come to the side of the BT-50, you can see the masculine wings denoting the toughness of the vehicle, together with the signature 18-inch alloy rims, with the latest modern alloy rim design. You can see you have your proper chrome side step to denote luxury and beauty, and then of course you have your signature large mirrors where the car, they give you maximum visibility all around, together with the LED turn indicators on the side. So as you come on the roof, you can see we have a very nice roof rail that actually gives the car, the proper aesthetics as well as giving it the proper drag coefficient in terms of airflow for maximum fuel efficiency. And when you look at the doors, another thing you can see, these doors are, touch doors. You just touch with your fingers to open and close. Coming to the back where it all matters, you can see the new BT-50 has a large carrying cargo capacity of 1,100 kilograms, meaning it has been designed for the work. And when you open your large back door, you have already a factory fitted bed liner with a BT-50 logo on it. So this meaning that this is an original product. When you look high on the roof, you can see also you have a third high level stop lamp for maximum visibility. So even when you look at the back, you have a reversing camera and you have your parking sensor to allow you park this very large vehicle with maximum ease. So viewers, stepping into the new BT-50, what you'll immediately notice is the high quality trim materials that have been used all over this spacious cabin of the car. Soft touch materials on the dashboard, on the door panels, denoting the luxury that all the new Mazdas are actually known for. Now when you come to your steering wheel, for ease of comfort of use, you have a telescopic steering wheel. So you have your volume and control functions, you have your Bluetooth functions, as well as a voice command function. Coming right here, and this is the heart of the matter, you can see for the new BT-50, they have now put a large 9-inch screen. So this screen will houses a lot of the technology for the vehicle. So you have your stereo here, and you can see, of course, the channels can accommodate our region. You also have Apple CarPlay, you have Android Auto, and this also shows you on this large screen. Another amazing feature on this BT-50, when you come to the console on the left side, you have a DVD CD player. So it allows you can watch your favorite movies from the car while you're not driving or you're waiting for somebody. You can easily put in your DVD movie and the movie will screen on this large 9-inch screen. So coming down here, you can see you have your very stylish gear control knob. Yeah, and the car is 6-speed. And then when the going gets tough, you have your very clever electronic switch 4x4. So you just turn from 2-wheel to 4-high for 4-wheel drive off-road use. And when things become super tough, you engage the 4-low by simply switching like that. And the car will indicate on the dashboard. And you can navigate out of any situation very easily. Basically, that's it for the new BT-50, but there is very, very much more to talk about as well. But one thing to denote is that now Mazda have really gone premium and you feel the value for your money with this new BT-50. So Trevor, this has been the walk around of the magnificent BT-50, and what we are telling our customers is that the car is now available at CMC Motors Group on Lusaka Road, Nairobi, together with our 8 countrywide branches. So come all, you can come and see this wonderful vehicle, and the car retails for USD $70,200. So welcome to CMC. And thank you very much, Trevor.
We are in Ruiru, BodaPlus Limited. We are, I think, the first of its kind facility in Africa. Fully fledged manufacturing plant, capacity 64,000 units per month. This dream started 4 years ago, and the conception was 2020 September is when we started actually putting all the paperwork together. We've seen, of course, tons of helmets in the market, plenty. Good, bad, expensive, cheap. There's no consistency to start with. There's no good quality. There are no standards. There's nothing local. There's no branding. And we felt there's gap because I think if you look at ESC, it's not just Kenya. Congo, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, Ethiopia, South Sudan, huge market. Population, I mean, Congo alone is 100 million market size. Kenya, 50 million. Tanzania, similar, about 50 million. And Boda industry has been constantly growing. And we feel with finance, like any industry, like finance coming in, you're looking, say, like water credit, doing financing. The numbers are only going to go one way. It's going to grow exponentially. The whole region, not just Kenya. And we felt there's need for a good, solid manufacturer. First and foremost, we have 170 people working for us directly, okay? These are people who didn't have jobs. So we put on 170 people directly, and of course, for every one person employed, he or she is supporting 4 or 5 indirectly. Secondly, we are buying local paint. The boxes, the cartons we buy locally. The foam that we use for the lamination we buy locally, and a lot of small components, all bought locally. Again, a lot of jobs adding on. Thirdly, we are exporting to Tanzania, Rwanda. We've started. We've just got some work from Congo. I'm hoping to get some business in from Uganda and South Sudan by early next month. So, not only are we saving the country foreign exchange, we're actually earning. Okay? And we're adding a lot of value to Ruiru itself. But coming back to what you said, the reason for being in Ruiru is, I think, we didn't want to be on Mombasa Road. Obvious reasons. We don't need to go there. And generally the environment here is very peaceful. And we have good, really good, one thing I'm impressed, the labor force is unbelievably efficient. Our plant head is from India. If he compares the Indian labor and Kenyan labor, he feels Kenyan labor is more efficient than Indian labor. What we would like the establishment or the government to do for us, talking of jobs, saving foreign exchange, is currently this product is zero rated. There is no tariff. It comes in duty free. So we are praying, we ask for the government, we pray to the government to put some sort of tariff, a small tax, even if it's $1, $2 duty or 25%. So let the jobs be here. Mimi mwananchi, nimezaliwa hapo. Let the jobs be in Kenya. Why are we exporting jobs to India or China? Why are we protecting them? Why is it zero? Until now, we can understand the government saying there were no facilities to manufacture. And it's a safety product. We accept 100%. But now, there are another 2 small factories. We are, of course, the biggest and the first of our kind. But let the whole industry prosper. It's not just that we want to prosper. Let the government protect the whole industry, not just BodaPlus. Okay, Trevor, I'll give you a quick tour. This is where the raw materials are stored. They come from outside. We get materials from Thailand, Saudi Arabia, Dubai, Malaysia, per se, and China, of course. This is where it starts, the whole process. I'll just take you forward. This is where there are 4 machines. Every machine plays its role. There are 4 injection molding machines. So, Trevor, I want you to understand something. Every component is locally made, including the screws. These are the molds, and this is where it's all done. The screws are made here, the buckles are made here, the flaps are made here. Every single component of the helmet is manufactured here. We don't import and assemble. It's 100% manufacturing facility. And we have good gender balance. We're not, you will see as you go along, we have a lot of ladies also. You'll see the gender balance coming across. And you can see for yourself. You will see this coming out, goes on the side. You'll see the screws coming out for the sides. You will see the front of the helmet. You will see the flaps going on the side. Everything is done in this machine. So every 2-3 days they change the molds. This machine runs 24/7, doesn't stop. Okay, Trevor. Yeah? I'll take you to the second step of the process. This is a material called polycarbonate. This visor we manufacture here. You can see the way the process. Okay. The reason why we use polycarbonate is, I'll show you the reason in a minute. It's basically scratch proof and break proof. The whole market, all the Chinese helmets, from the little we know, and the Indian helmets are all using acrylic visors. It will crack in a second. Okay, I will show you what our visor does. Okay, let me do a quick test, guys, just to show you why we use PC. This material, polycarbonate per se, is unbreakable. Okay, especially when you have room to expand. And after removing it from here, we process this visor itself to make it more clear. It becomes scratch proof. We coat it with a German chemical, which I will show you the facility, and then we bake it, and then we attach it to the helmet. It's quite an elaborate process. It's expensive, but it's a solid helmet once you wear it. This is the reason why we feel that really, guys, you shouldn't wear any other helmet outside of BodaPlus. This is a facility that the visors are treated. You can see the visors. They'll go in this tank. This tank has got German chemical. We air freight this chemical. Very expensive. We treat it. We then put it in the ovens. We bake it, the visor. I know it's a long process. Something it's not necessary, but we feel we need to give that standard. That's the difference between us and the others. We want to maintain a certain standard. This is where the actual shell is made. Okay? This is a machine that actually manufactures a full face helmet, and there's two ways of doing this. You can do it with material, PP material, and then paint it. And we also do a master batch where we put the color in the machine to blend it. So currently we are doing the ones that will now go for painting. We have a painting section. Yeah? However, once the shells are done, they're brought here by trolley. Okay, they're polished because it has to be smooth. They are then taken in for painting. We've got two coats of paint. We've got an undercoat and an overcoat. They're taken in for painting. And it's hard to believe. Yeah, so what happens is the steam comes from there, comes here. Now the steam and the material comes together here. Okay? Now, after that, it comes here. Let me show you. Yeah, so it expands. Yeah. From here, it's pumped into these two tanks. Well, these, but say not tanks, reservoirs. Would we say reservoir? Yeah. It's pumped there. I mean, this is all automated. It's pumped there. From there, it's pumped into this machine. These balls are then compressed, again using steam, solid steam. Per se, yes. And we have a cooling tower outside. Hey, Charlie, I'll show you. Very impressive actually. Unfortunately, it's not operating today. So, this material is injected into the molds and compressed, again using steam. Once that's done, this is what you get. So, the advantage we have is not that we are smart, but the advantage we have is we can make this any strength, any density. We control this. Nobody does that. They can't. They don't have the technology. There's no facility. They're two small manufacturers who import these. I think, yeah. But we can control. We have the expertise. We have the talent. We have the engineers. We know which material to import. Even in EPS, there's so many different grades. This is expanded polystyrene. There are 100 grades. We know what to import. We know how to put it together, how much steam to put, how much material to put, how many seconds to hold this machine, to compress it. We can control that. That is the best thing for any helmet manufacturer, because really this is what will save your head. It absorbs. We understand this very, very well. So again, this is really why we are here. So this is the cooling tower. So the water is constantly flowing in and out. The steam, when it condenses, the water comes in here, it's cool, goes back for heating. No waste. We want the public to understand that we have a good product. And apple to apple, unmatchable. Whether it's India, China, Germany, not matchable. Karib. Again, if you can see, let me take you through the process. Yeah, let me tell you where this is coming from. This thing. So the fabric is cut here. This is laminated fabric. Okay. So it's placed here. So he's cutting the internals for this. He's cutting there. This is a special die, special steel. And once these are cut, you can see these also being cut, the foam. Yeah. It goes there. You can see the ladies are doing a fantastic job. Of course, this is the finishing, but you can see what they're doing. Come, let's roll through here. This is testing, checking, quality control. There should be no loose threads. These again, our shareholders are very clear. We want top standards. This is for ourselves. The consumer might not know any better. He might not know, but for us, our values are clear. You can see. I mean, this is 100% made in Kenya. It's fantastic, amazing. You know, it's beautiful. Look at the finish. Top class. Thank you. So they stitch all this, they put it together, it's taken there, it's attached to the EPS. Now this thing now goes into the shell on the assembly line. Then they put all the flaps, all the rivets, all the screws, they put the whole thing together. We'll see that in a minute. Come. Okay, so Trevor, once the shell comes from the painting section, the internal comes from the stitching section, and the assembly starts here. You can see we've got 2 conveyor belts. Yeah, so we can do 2 different brands at any given time, 2 different products. We've got 2 belts running. And yeah, you can see the people are doing a good job. Like I said, we don't have any complaints. Local labor is fantastic. The components go at the beginning, and you see a helmet coming out at the end. And the packing is done there. Once the helmet is done, they test it, they check. You can see her finishing. Okay, Trevor. So this is the final product. You can see, well branded, well made. Internals. Our company name is there. CAB's number is there. We are 100% CAB certified. This is going to Tanzania for export. And of course, once it comes off the conveyor belt, it's all packed here and taken to the stores. And yeah, it's ready for export. Well, we hope our end user, the Boda rider, appreciates this helmet. And I'm hoping we get a lot of support from the rider, from the establishments, from corporate. We're happy to do corporate branding, maybe Safaricom, maybe KCB, Equity, whatever, blah, blah. We're looking for those customers. We're 100% locally made. We need the support, and we need a little bit of support from the government, please. And we're good to go. We could go 3 times the size very, very quickly, within a year, year and a half.